to my channel. If you're new here, I post 2 new videos every week, so definitely consider subscribing if you aren't already. Today we're going to be going into the spring cleaning. I know I'm a little bit early on this, but I just feel like I've been getting a little bit of anxiety wanting to declutter everything, organize, put it back in its place. Things have been a little crazy around here and busy, so I haven't had time to really go in and deep clean anything and put away things that we don't use anymore, sometimes even not putting things back where they exactly belong. I am a mom, therefore I cannot tackle my spring cleaning in 1 to 2 days as I once did. We have to break it up. I want to say honestly it takes me about a couple of weeks because I do different sections. I'll tackle one room at a time or one particular area a day or every 2 days, just kind of so I can make sure I do it thoroughly, but I have enough time to space it out. Because let's be honest, we can't get a toddler to sit long for very many hours and keep them entertained as much as we want to and want to get everything done. It's a little bit of a challenge. So for today, we're going to be diving right into Mila's nursery. So the first thing that I like to do whenever I'm going to be decluttering things is I take an empty not a garbage bag, an empty shopping bag, and I'll just kind of hang it along the door, or in this case on her armoire. This way any garbage that I'm accumulating throughout the room, I just kind of throw it in there. So the first thing I'm going into, like I said, is her armoire, and I'm going to be emptying out all of the clothes and going through the sizing. So whatever doesn't fit her anymore, as you can see, I'm just kind of throwing it right on the top of the rug that I have in her nursery. And then after that, I'm going to be separating some things, just generally don't fit her anymore. And I'm going to be saving in case I happen to have another little girl next. And then some of the other things I'm just going to be donating. So we're just basically, like I said, making a pile, getting rid of things that no longer fit her or work for her, and then we're going to be sorting through all of that. So I'm taking everything off of the hangers that needs to be getting rid of, and then hanging on top of her dresser all the things that we're going to be keeping but need reorganizing. Now, I tend to have a really bad habit of when I'm going to be taking new clothes and dumping them in the laundry, just kind of rip off the tags in that armoire. So as you can see, I have a bunch of like garbage tags in there, hats that don't belong in that particular space, so I'm just getting rid of all of that. We're always in a rush to do laundry, I feel, so that is why I just kind of have it there, and this is the perfect time to get rid of it. Then I'm just going to be emptying out everything from the bottom shelves of the armoire. As you can see, things are just literally nowhere where they belong. I have the sheets disorganized, I have things behind that drawer, I just have like hats thrown, towels, everything that's not supposed to go there is basically there. Some new diapers that I just have kind of shoved back there that she hasn't sized into yet. Once that's totally empty, I'm going to go in with my new favorite, which is the Mrs. Meyer's Multi-Surface in their limited edition mint scent. They haven't come out with a new scent in years, and this one is literally so good. It just smells amazing. I want to spray it all the time. It's nice and gentle, so it's not like a strong harsh smell, which you guys know that I don't like using in Mila's room. I've been using this all over my house. It's getting me totally prepped for the springtime. I do have a link down to Grove Collaborative, which is where I purchased mine, and you guys can actually get a free gift if you use the link down in the description bar. Sometimes they have even some really good incentives where it's a bunch of gifts, like a caddy with like 4 different items. I believe right now it is 1 free item, so definitely click the link to check it out to see what they're offering. Then I showed you the totally empty armoire, and I'm going to be taking my hangers and separating them. I have different colors, different sizes. I like to subcategorize, so jackets, dresses, t-shirts, all of that has a different hanger with the category that it goes along with, making it much easier to reach for and grab. And the plastic hangers were really cheap from Babies R Us. I love those. And then all the other velvet ones I actually purchased from HOMEGOODS, which I love as well because they're kind of like the no-slip style, which works great. Then as you can see, I'm going to be taking everything off, and same thing. I've been kind of just putting things on any hanger just to get through laundry really fast, and I haven't been putting them on their correct hangers. So here I'm just kind of going back, rearranging, putting everything onto the right hanger that it goes in. And if we were playing a drinking game for how many times I've said hanger so far in this video, I think we'd all be drunk by now. So yeah, I'm just hanging those back in there. I realized this was taking pretty long going through each one and seeing which hanger. So I decided, as you can see here, to take just everything off every hanger and start fresh and start hanging them back on the ones that they are supposed to go on. I'm just going to be finishing that up with, of course, the jackets and everything like that. And you guys can see the rest, of course, self-explanatory. Now going back into the armoire, I'm going to be going onto the first shelf that is right below all of her clothes that I hang. I'm now just organizing her shoes. Same thing, I took out ones that don't fit her anymore, putting ones that are going to be fitting her in the next couple of months in the back, and the ones that fit her now closer to the front. These little basic, I would say like they're little iron like shelvings. They actually are from the dollar store and they worked so good, Dollar Tree in particular, and I absolutely love them. I could fit so much more in any closet. I also use them in my kitchen. And then as you can see, I'm organizing my sheets that I like to do this filing type of method. I just think it looks so organized. It's so easy to spot everything. As you can see, it looks great. I was shoving things back in there, so it was time to rearrange it and get it all back to normal. Then I have these bins that I purchased that kind of was becoming just like a throw-all bin. I purchased them for $9.99. It came with a 2-pack and they go great with the color scheme of Mila's room. The handles have that pretty pop of metallic gold, which I really loved. And I'm going to be putting them on one on the top shelf, just kind of seeing which way worked best, whether I want to do like sideways, long ways. It looked like the long ways worked best, and I'm going to be using this almost like if I had an extra drawer in those shelves. So I'm putting away her nebulizer that we've only kind of used, I want to say, about 2 times in her life. Our doctor's office gave it to us, so luckily we really don't ever use it much, so I like to keep that in the back. And then one of the shelves I'm using for these baskets for the outerwear, so like hats, earmuffs, gloves, anything like that. Next, onto these bottom drawers that I have in the armoire. I like to have clothing that she is not yet sized into. So the right side, I have clothes that she's going to be wearing fairly soon, so basically the next size up in the next month or 2 for spring. And then to the left is things kind of like size 3T that she won't be wearing until the winter time. So I like to just organize, see what works, what goes in what section. As you can see, I'm just looking at the sizes to make sure I have the appropriate things in each drawer and see if there's anything else that I need to move into the drawer that I'm going to be using, like I said, to the right for things that are going to fit her soon. And those drawers, same thing. I like to organize them, t-shirts in one pile, bottoms in one pile, and then of course like dresses, or if I have stuff for summer like any swimsuits. I'm going to be wiping those down with the Mrs. Meyer's cleaner as well to get it nice and fresh and clean to put away those clothes that she's going to be wearing in the next couple of months. And this is just an overview of what the armoire now looks like, totally decluttered with any junk that doesn't work for us, doesn't fit her or anything like that, and totally organized just the way I love it. Now going on to her dresser, I'm going to be emptying out all of the drawers. We have like a onesies drawer. I also have like a hatch drawer, socks, everything like that. For these 3 top drawers in her dresser, they actually are like a felt velvet type of bottom, so I can't wipe them down with the cleaner. So I just like to take my Dyson vacuum and I just put the attachment on it and vacuum that on up. This is another reason why it's one of my favorite vacuums ever. If you're in the market, I'll have that link down below as well. It's so amazing. And this drawer, as you can see, I took out a bunch of junk because it's supposed to be like a sock and underwear drawer, but I've been putting a bunch of miscellaneous items as well, like little hats, headbands, things that just don't really go there that I haven't went through. Who else, if you're a mom, let me know in the comments if you have like hundreds and hundreds of those diaper covers, if you have a little girl that come with all of the dresses. So just kind of wanted to sort through. These are also by the dollar store, by the Dollar Tree, those little bins. They work so great. They come in a 2-pack, and I like to sort all of her itty bitty socks in there, and they just stay nice and organized and not just thrown randomly inside a drawer, and it's much easier to access. Then I just showed you really quickly what my diaper drawer looked like. That doesn't get too messy. And this bottom drawer is another drawer that I turned into a junk drawer. It had screws, basically furniture parts for the crib, just like a leveler, some frames, a bunch of stuff that I don't use. So I really wanted to make sure I gave this one a nice deep cleaning. Since Mila's actually getting bigger, of course, sadly, her clothes are getting bigger, so I needed to make space in that bottom drawer to fit her pajamas and like her little t-shirts. I put her everyday t-shirts just in the drawers versus hanging them. So I'm just making more room. This way everything's not getting overcrowded as I really felt it was. It was getting hard to find things in the drawers, and this just made it a lot easier. So now the lower drawer is just for pajamas and her t-shirts, and this top drawer I'm emptying out. I just want to keep that one for leggings and jeans, so I emptied it all out and sprayed it nice and clean and just went ahead and refilled it as I did the other one, and just kind of organizing, like I said, like jeans with each other, jeggings, leggings, and things like that. For this next drawer, I was blessed to get, like I said, if you watch my nursery tour, so many soaps and lotions and all that good stuff for baby. So I still have a bunch left for Mila, so I just wanted to wipe this out and just rearrange things. This way I can consciously remember what I have in there. Sometimes if you just throw things in a drawer, you forget even what you have to use. And then I just have that little organizer that I like to put all of her towels, as I always did. Now onto this last bottom drawer. This also became a junk drawer, so we needed to tackle that, get rid of everything that didn't belong in there. I have this little shoebox that I kept that I store all of my baby wipes. It's become really convenient. I didn't have to buy any extra bins. And then all these little keepsakes I have, like cards, letters, tickets to shows that I've taken Mila to. I do have a memory box for her, so I like to keep special moments. So I was actually just throwing in that lower drawer till I bought one. I did purchase one the other day at HOMEGOODS, so I've been filling it up, and I was really glad to get all that stuff out of that bottom drawer so I can put it in her memory box. Now onto the fun stuff. This nice huge pile that I had from emptying out her closet. We have just this bag. I love these HOMEGOODS bags, the big ones that you get when you do lots of shopping, as I do in HOMEGOODS if you follow my channel. And just putting it away for all the stuff that I'm going to be donating. There's a family that lives by me that she actually has a little girl that's about 3 months younger than Mila. They don't have much money, and she is so appreciative every time I give her things. So I went through, put all of the shoes and some toys and anything that basically she could need and use that would be going to a good cause. So I definitely like to go through and donate some things. And then I went ahead and put away the stuff that I'm going to be keeping, like I said, if I happen to have another little girl next. This is what everything just kind of looks like put away. The only thing I didn't show you guys was the big closet in Mila's room, because that is actually my closet. So you guys can stay tuned for that in another episode of this spring cleaning, because I do need to tackle that for myself. But this is everything for the nursery spring cleaning. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you in my next one. Bye!